Welcome back. Here today with an old friend of the show. We've got Jennifer Griffin from Covenant Hospice talking about Mariana Mistletoe Market. We're showing clips of the behind the scenes from last year. If you missed it, now's a good opportunity to catch up. November 20th, which is a Thursday coming up here just in a couple of weeks. November 20th, 21st, and 22nd for the second annual Mariana Mistletoe Market. It's good to know that you're going to have the opportunity to be able to get refreshed with refreshments. I ate at your event several times last year. I think once or twice because I was just really enjoying the food, not so much because I was hungry. So that's very cool, having the ability for somebody to shop, take a break. It's almost like being at the mall. You stop at the food court, you get to relax, you get to watch the people go by. The people watching is phenomenal.
It is.
And then you get to shop some more. So last year saw everything from photography to health products to jewelry to clothing. You had one clothing distributor that was there that typically doesn't do shows this size that told us they were there because it was Covenant and because they believed in what you were doing. Give us an idea of what kinds of vendors you'll have this year.
We actually have a lot of personalization items. We have a lady there that will actually be doing vinyl monogram and personalizations on different gifts for Christmas. We have several different little gift shops that are local to this area. We have children's clothing, ladies' boutiques, lots of home decor items, jewelry. Gigi's Cupcakes from Dothan will actually be with us. We have handmade soaps and lotions, really pretty much just about anything you can think of. We actually have a whole booth that will be selling repurposed treasures that has worked on refinishing different pieces of furniture and repurposing those, so we're really excited to have that.
You're cramming a lot into a relatively small space. That Ag Center appears big, but when you go in there during Mistletoe Market, you're full. And it's really a cool place to shop. And it's a little crowded, but that sort of adds to the joy of the season. I think that people sort of got some excitement out of that. You had people in the aisleways, and you're trying to carry on conversations with vendors. What I noticed last year was the preponderance of handmade items. There were a lot of people there selling stuff that they had bought to resell, but by and large, as you pointed out, the handmade soaps. Have seen that lady elsewhere, does an awful lot in the area. But you had candles, and as you say, soaps. You had clothing, and you had personal or personalized items like mailboxes and things you would hang on the outside of your house on the wall. Really some very artistic, creative stuff, and I think that is what makes it different from going Christmas shopping at Walmart.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with Walmart, but this actually gives you the ability to meet the person that made the article, which is pretty cool in itself. When you buy something and then give that person for whom you're buying it that gift, you can actually give them a little story about how you met the person and where they make it, and if you want more of these, you can go see them in Sneads or in somewhere else in Jackson County. The cool thing about the Mariana Mistletoe Market is that you created it. You came up with this idea as a fundraiser. It was brand new last year. This is your second annual. Is it successful enough that you see this continuing right on?
I would like to. It definitely carries a lot of excitement with the event. We've gotten a lot of publicity with it. We've had a lot of interest. Our booth spaces were sold out by the end of August. So I really think that the momentum will keep up. I could really see this event growing. I am just so excited about it. I mean, it's a different kind of event. There's not another one like this within our area without having to drive to Dothan or Panama City or Tallahassee. So I hope that it grows. I hope that it becomes a tradition for families to mom and daughter coming and having a shopping day and getting some of the Christmas things done. I want it to be a good, stay local and shop from local people.
Yeah, you say that, but I actually spoke to people from Tallahassee, from Panama City, from Dothan last year. Some people from Holmes County. They came from hour and a half away, so apparently you did a pretty good job of letting people know. I noticed just recently that some of your local media in Jackson County and Mariana gave you some publicity, and so obviously, now you say that you've got people, you see people on Facebook promoting their product and see us at the Mariana Mistletoe Market.
Sure.
Do you have people that are not vendors talking about, hey, yeah, I'm going to check it out,
We actually, yesterday, I noticed that there were a couple people who commented and said that they had just called their friend to find out what the dates were, that they wanted to be sure that they didn't miss it this year. And we actually did a little contest on Facebook about sharing and liking, and drew a couple names to a couple people who didn't come last year, you know, that won a couple pair of tickets. So I hope that we're building the excitement and people will start looking forward to it.
$5 to get in. For everybody, or there's kids of certain age get in free?
Children 10 and under are free.
Okay.
Yep, $5 a person.
$5, a very inexpensive price to pay to get in front of all of these people in one place. More importantly, the $5 is going to Covenant Hospice.
Sure.
You guys do some good work. If they want to find out more about Covenant Hospice, they can go to your website, certainly. They can Google you. They can see all of the good things. Now, November 20th, 21st, and 22nd in the Jackson County Ag Center. Is that the name of the Ag Center of Jackson County?
It's Jackson County Agriculture Complex on Penn Avenue.
Okay. If you're coming from the west, it's the second Marietta exit. It's just a little north of I-10. You're open what hours on Thursday?
From 5 p.m. until 8 p.m.
So you get 3 hours on the first day, which is the Thursday, and then all day on Friday and Saturday. What are those hours?
9 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday, and then 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday.
By the end of the show last year, I saw you a time or two in between you running around. You looked like you were pretty well spent.
I was. I'm going to wear a pedometer this year to keep up with how many steps I take.
Would you be of a mind that you would allow us to come and do interviews again this year?
Absolutely, yes.
That was, for us, one of the better ways of gauging. You know, people are going to tell you they're having a good time if you ask them. They're going to say, great, we're doing wonderful. But, you know, when somebody else asks them, they're going to tell the truth. We still get those same answers.
Good.
The vendors were just hugely satisfied. Your vending fee, you say it went up a little bit. It's still very cheap. What does it cost to be a vendor?
It's $150 for a 10 by 10 space.
You know, some of these people do this for a living. They spend a lot of time in flea markets or in other gift shows. Holly Fair to the south of us down in Panama City Beach. That's very, very reasonable for the number of people that you put in front of them over a 3-day period. And the amount of publicity that they get. You promote this very heavily, so I'd say that that's a pretty reasonable vendor fee.
I hope they feel the same.
Well, they did last year.
Good, good.
So don't miss the Marietta Mistletoe Market. Jennifer Griffin with Covenant Hospice here with us today talking about that. November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. As Jennifer points out, just a couple weeks from now, if you're watching us this week. And so don't go by that. It's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, just prior to Thanksgiving.
The weekend before.
So you're getting a head start on Black Friday.
That's right.
So people should still have some money toward the end of the month there. Thanks for taking the time to come on. More importantly, thanks for everything that Covenant Hospice does.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You do the garden gala in the warmer part of the year. You guys are engaged in the community, as we pointed out here today, honoring our veterans. So when you get back, thanks from us to the rest of your staff.
I will.
And we appreciate you personally and Covenant Hospice. Thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you, Paul.
Here with Jennifer Griffin from Covenant Hospice here today, talking about Marietta Mistletoe Market. We're showing clips of the behind the scenes from last year. If you missed it, now's a good opportunity to catch up. November 20th, which is a Thursday coming up here just in a couple of weeks. November 20th, 21st, and 22nd for the second annual Marietta Mistletoe Market. We'll be right back.